President Trump says he wants to protect the U.S. economy. Former Vice President Joe Biden says he plans to transition away from the oil industry to get this country to net zero emissions by the year 2050, all to address climate change. KXAN political reporter John Engel breaks down the impact on the nation's largest oil and gas producer, Texas.
Climate change should be the least polarizing issue on our agendas.
Benji Backer is a 22-year-old Republican. He also believes in climate change.
We just had a great conversation about the future of clean energy.
Backer met with Governor Greg Abbott as part of a nationwide road trip to bring young conservatives to the table to find a solution.
Instead of trying to shut down industry, we should be encouraging industry to become cleaner and start reversing the effects of climate change.
In response to former Vice President Joe Biden's plan,
have a transition from the oil industry, yes.
The Texas Alliance of Energy Producers said, "Come and take it," adding that the industry is already innovating to lower emissions.
If we phase it out, we'll rely on dirtier fuels from Russia, from Saudi Arabia, and from China, and that's disappointing.
Oil and gas companies are still suffering from the financial punch of the coronavirus pandemic. Heath Averett was laid off after a 22-year career. He went back to school at the Perfect Technician Academy in Weatherford, but is waiting for his chance to get back on a rig. Averett disagrees with Biden's plan and says the industry is taking it as a serious threat.
There's lots of families, that's been in it. I mean, pretty much all of my friends, all their lives.
Environmental advocates are saying there isn't time to let the industry solve the problem. The debate moderator referenced an Environment Texas report that found a 155% increase in illegal air pollution in the state since 2015.
Right now, the EPA is cutting protections left and right, and Texans are paying the price.
John Engel, KXAN News.
Biden also said at the debate last night that he opposes a ban on fracking, saying he would only stop new fracking and oil drilling on federal lands. The policy he has released would allow for existing fracking to continue, as well as new fracking on privately owned land.
Oil demand is still not where producers want it to be, and experts now believe it's going to stay that way for a while.
Well, there's two sides to it. There's not only the demand side, which, hopefully we do need that to pick up, but there's also the supply side. Because drilling has been so curtailed over the last few months, we're really seeing the amount of production decline very rapidly, much more rapid than I thought it would be.
OPEC, the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, will consider altering production cuts when it meets again next month. The Permian Basin in West Texas is the top producing oil field in the United States. But Texas has also been steadily diversifying its methods as it leads the nation in energy production. It's first in the country in wind generating electricity and also leads among states in solar potential.